Welcome back to Baby to Child, where we review the products that matter most to you and your little ones. Today, we're taking a close look at the Dr. Brown's Natural Flow Baby Feeding Set, which comes with anti-colic bottles, a transition cup, a cleaning brush, and the Preemie Flow Narrow Baby Bottle Silicone Nipple. If you're a parent who's struggling with feeding issues like gas, spit up, or colic, this might be exactly what you need. But does it really live up to the hype? Let's dive in and see. To start, let's go over the key features. This feeding set includes anti-colic baby bottles with a clinically proven internal vent system designed to reduce common issues like colic, burping, and gas. The set also comes with a Preemie Flow nipple, specifically for babies who need the slowest flow, like preemies or those with feeding difficulties. The nipple's design aims to provide a consistent flow rate, making feeding smoother and closer to the experience of breastfeeding. Additionally, the vent system is meant to preserve milk nutrients, ensuring that your baby gets the most out of their feed. And the breast-like nipple shape helps promote a proper latch, easing the transition between breast and bottle. When I first tried out this feeding set, I was curious to see if the anti-colic claims held up. Setting it up was easy. Everything just clicked together, and I appreciate how Dr. Brown's has designed these bottles for simplicity. The bottle's anti-colic vent system is clear, straightforward, and it really doesn't take much time to get the hang of. It's one of those things you can set and forget, making nighttime feedings less of a hassle. Now, for the real test, feeding time. I used the Preemie Flow nipple with my little one, and I noticed that the flow is incredibly slow, just as advertised. This makes it ideal for babies with feeding difficulties, but it could be a bit too slow for babies who don't have those issues. For babies with a strong latch or who are used to faster bottles, it might make the process a little longer than usual, which could be frustrating for some parents. That said, the slow flow did seem to help with digestion and reduce gassiness after feeding, which is a huge win for those with sensitive tummies. Now let's talk pros and cons. On the plus side, the anti-colic vent system works really well. There was noticeably less spit up and burping after feedings, which is always a good thing. The consistent flow rate across the bottles means my baby could feed at their own pace without struggling to latch or being overwhelmed by the milk coming out too fast. The materials used feel high quality, and the bottles are easy to clean, which is a must for any new parent. However, there are some things that might not work for everyone. For one, while the Preemie Flow nipple is fantastic for preemies and babies with feeding difficulties, it's not the most practical choice for babies who need a faster flow. Additionally, the bottles are a bit on the larger side, which might be an issue if you're looking for something more compact or travel-friendly. When it comes to value for money, this set is definitely on the higher end of the price spectrum, but it's not hard to see why. The quality of the bottles, the anti-colic vent system, and the Preemie Flow nipple all contribute to a better feeding experience, especially for babies who struggle with digestion or gas. However, if your baby doesn't need the slowest flow or has no issues with colic, there are certainly cheaper options out there that can deliver similar performance. Comparing this to other bottles on the market, you'll find that some brands offer anti-colic features, but Dr. Brown's takes it a step further with their Preemie Flow nipple, which is a big plus for parents with babies who need a more controlled flow. The bottles also do a better job of preserving nutrients, which is great for a baby's overall health. However, some alternatives might be a bit easier to travel with or more portable for parents on the go. In terms of build quality, Dr. Brown's bottles feel sturdy and well-made. They're designed to last, and the materials hold up well after multiple washes. However, I'd say the real test of longevity will come with time, as it's hard to tell how well the anti-colic vent system holds up after several months of regular use. Now, I haven't needed to reach out to customer support yet, but Dr. Brown's is generally known for their solid customer service. So if you have any issues, they should be responsive and helpful. If you're on a budget or don't need the Preemie Flow nipple, you might want to consider alternatives like Tommy Tippy or Philips Event, which offer bottles with anti-colic systems at a more affordable price. These won't have the same slow flow nipple for preemies, but they do a great job of reducing gas and spit up. To wrap things up, the doc and Berta, Brown's Natural Flow Baby Feeding Set is a solid choice for parents dealing with colic or feeding difficulties. The anti-colic features, consistent flow, and nutrient preservation are all big selling points. However, the Preemie Flow nipple might not be for everyone, and the bottles can be a bit bulky. It's a high-quality product that's worth considering, especially if your baby has specific feeding needs. And hey, if you've enjoyed this review, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell icon to get notified whenever we post new content. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to grab the Dr. Brown set for yourself, you can find the link in the comments below. If you already own this set, share your thoughts with us. How's it been working for you? Any tips or tricks? If you have any questions about setup or how to use the bottles, you can reach out to the manufacturer via their customer support link. Until next time, keep taking care of your little ones. And remember, from baby to child, they grow up fast. See you soon.